It's a long way to Edinburgh if you wanna rock and roll. Is that a good bit at the start of the video?
Don't know, is it?
Oops. Must be coming.
A little bit of speed bumps. Welcome back to the channel, Rock and Roll. Wheel of Rock and Scots. If you don't know us already, I'm Lee. This is Scott.
Hiya.
And we're on the way to Edinburgh, to the capital city, to see AC/DC. Woohoo! So, why don't you come along with us for the rock and roll journey? Let's go!
Looks like quite a decent day for it anyway, isn't it? You're quite lucky.
It's super sunny. Well, it's not super sunny, it's a bit cloudy, but
It's not quite Florida.
it's not peeing of rain. No, it's not quite. We're Metallica, Florida, 30 odd degrees.
No, that we want that really anyway, you know.
No, it's Scotland we're talking about here.
Still better than rain, isn't it? Anything's better than just standing in the rain.
Yes. So we're just on the M74 going, kind of bypassing the city centre. There was congestion on the Kingston Bridge, so we're just sort of bypassing that on the south side of the city, and we should cut back onto the M8 in 5-10 minutes or something like that. But yeah, we're en route, and I'm super excited because I've never been to Murrayfield.
I don't think I have either.
No, it's Scotland's home rugby ground. Yeah, the rugby. I'm getting mixed up with the football, but the Scottish football is Hampden, and the rugby.
Never been to a rugby match here.
No, I don't think so. I think that might be quite good actually. The rugby, the atmosphere and stuff.
Well,
We'll maybe look into that.
No, we're not doing that. Don't promise things to folk we're not going to do.
I never promised. I just said maybe.
I know, I'm kidding.
Anywho, we will catch you in a wee bit.
So what we book?
Or were we?
So I'm just going to park up here in this way, so we've paid for it again.
We were supposed to be staying overnight, but then we patched up because the Fringe is on at Edinburgh. So it's,
I've not got a fridge. I've got it here.
it's mega busy. The hotels are super expensive or sold out. I did manage to get a booking, but I cancelled it because once again the wee Your Parking Space app came in handy. That's the one you've probably heard me speak about before, that I use when we go to the Hydro in the usual wee car park. So I was like, hang on, I'm going to search for Edinburgh, and turns out I managed to get parked in a Sainsbury's that's 1.5 miles from Murrayfield. It was only £6.25 for 12 hours from 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is just now, to 1 o'clock in the morning, just to give us time to get out of the stadium, walk back, get to the car and things, and hit the road home. So yeah, at least we'll be home, we'll be in our own bed, we'll get to see wee Ivy.
So we're going to park up here, then we're going to get something to eat.
Aye,
Well,
we can wander and see what's about. I think the Sainsbury's is in a retail park, I think there's a McDonald's and stuff, but we can take a wander closer down to Murrayfield and see if there's any pubs or restaurants or something, just maybe get a wee bite to eat, a pizza or something. I'll get to you in a sec.
nearly crashed there.
Nice.
No, I'm kidding on another. I'm driving responsibly and safe.
Trying to get his can of Monster.
I don't even like that stuff, by the way. It was a spare can. I think it was a caffeine.
We'll wander about and see what's
what. I'm
what.
going to be tired.
Can maybe try and get to the pop-up shop potentially. See.
You're looking for a specific item, aren't you?
Aye, but you can. No, you don't need to get that in the shop. You can get it at the stadium.
Oh, can you?
Aye. It's the light up horns. I'm going to pay a fortune for them, but who
They're funny,
cares?
man.
This is probably a once in a lifetime gig for me anyway.
Like when you click on and watch people's vlogs or gigs, and you see all the horns all lit up, flashing and lit up, that sounds quite funny. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
No, I find them giving us
The wee AC/DC horns. So yeah, we'll try and grab them, whether we can get them at the merch stand at Murrayfield, or we can get into the pop-up shop and just get a wee mooch about and show yous on the vlog. But we'll catch up with you in a wee bit, and we'll take you on the road along the M8 to Edinburgh, and
it's not about 40 mile a day here, man.
We'll see you at the car
Let's get into Wells Vlog. Let's get 300 legs and 7 teeth.
Don't know what was it, 300 legs and 7 teeth?
Front row of an AC/DC concert.
Terrible dad joke.
Somebody type this out in the comment section. A thingamajiggy rule. Can't do it, man. Thingamajiggy bobbity bum diggy 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 bum diggy bum.
Oh, Jesus Christ, na bike. You're a riot, man. I think I'm a jiggity bobbity bum diggity bum diggy bum. That's what Hooch and Monster does to you folks.
I need to start drinking again, man.
Don't try it. Parking space. Yeah, I think you just park up the back.
EV charging, I don't need to do that. Click and collect.
No.
What is that yellow ones out there? Fly tipping?
No fly tipping. You can just.
Oh damn it! I've got a boot full of stuff to.
Just park somewhere. There's folk there.
In there, no.
No, just park there now. It's forever. Just park there. Ride that silver one.
I'll go to that silver one because there's nothing else. It's driving to it. Beautiful.
Sure. Made it to Sainsbury's. Right, we're gonna figure out what we're doing and we'll catch you on the walk.
Right, so I'm gonna get some drink. No, I'm not. Well, he's getting the munchies in already.
Yeah, crisps because you'll be starving in the way home.
What? No, no. No. Well, let's just got our supplies in. No, just get some boot munchies. What did you get?
Cheeselets and salt and vinegar swirls.
I'm a manky bastard. I got fucking cheesy
Marmite.
Marmite, and then I get these.
Cream cheese, garlic and herb and mini cheddars.
There you go. Right, let's push on.
Mobile lawnmowers.
Oh, aye.
Look at them, they work.
You think you would just cut it yourself, but wouldn't you? Don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. You see it? What the hell, man, my vlogging skills will get worse, I think. I'm going to be happy. Right, so we've been walking for about fucking 20 minutes now.
Scotland Gallery of... No, the National Gallery of Scotland, that's what that is on there to your left.
I'll show you that thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gallery of Scotland, Modern 2.
There you go. A wee bit of local. Oh, there's a wee man poking it. Right. Bit nippy. Bit nippy. Aye, so I've been walking for about 20 minutes now or something. He's got his walking up and down hills. I mean, we'll just need to see how it pans out.
0.6 in a mile.
Right, we'll see you at this pop up. Well, it's been a hell of a walk, but we've definitely not been spoiled for architecture, and especially, you know, it isn't exactly. Oh, aye. It isn't exactly built last year, you know what I mean? Last century. But I better walk.
When you come to the capital.
Better watch I don't walk into any lampposts here. I'm daft enough. Oops. I bet it's what you were just saying though, isn't it? We've not been to Edinburgh together.
No, we've not been together to Edinburgh.
Then when we come, you get this. You get this. Right. Again, we'll see you at the
3 minutes. Tram check. So we've made it to the pop-up shop. Into Malone's. There's a massive queue. Where does it end? Where does the queue end? Yes. Oh, right here. That's all right then. I thought it was a way down there. Whoa! Calm your pants in. Fucking hell.
beep beep. Malone's. Ramwood.
Here we go, to the merch store. acquired. Sausage roll.
Look for somewhere nice to eat.
Found a Greg's.
Onwards.
So, we've just had our Greg's, if you'll have seen. We're now just waiting on the tram. Getting on the Edinburgh tram out to Murrayfield. I know that's about a half-hour walk for here, so yeah, it's due in 1 minute. So I'll catch you on the tram.
We could walk with me, I think. £2.25.
Another one behind Fiona.
You looked at me as if I never had one. Like, he's not got one. Which is technically true, but I don't. I didn't.
Must be sound checking.
Yeah, that was a bit fun on the way.
Thunder! Wow, wow, wow. Oh well, don't start singing that, man. I'll start doing the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders kick line.
I think it must be up there. Right?
See, wait.
And a jump split.
That's where you're going.
No. So as you have seen, we've arrived at Murrayfield. We're now working, we have to go in the purple turnstiles. So we're just shimmying round there. Gates don't open for another hour, they don't open till 5.
5 is it?
5 the gates open. It'll just
7 minutes past.
7 minutes past 4, but we'll just
Maybe for the signs.
saunter round and see what's what. Time we get round, we get some burger vans and that, get some chippies. No, I've just had some sausage rolls.
I'll probably be
There might be some round there at the other side, I know. We get a wee chippy and a wee can of juice, all that before we get in. But yeah, well,
we'll see. Sun's shining. Oops.
I know.
Sun's shining here.
Sun is shining.
I'm going to ask for better, wouldn't I don't want to jinx it there,
I know. Now 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute it's
Only one.
the heavens. The heavens open and it peeing a rain, but
Yeah.
nah.
Only one. Type of cover.
Anyway, well, ouch. Catch you in a wee bit. We have made it in Murrayfield. And we are in the purple turnstiles. I know.
Got a wee
Good of.
couple of ciders. Couple of marijuana joints.
Papa.
It's
Terrible.
It's a joke, obviously.
Bless you.
That isn't it me.
Might go for the toilet.
I've been good for a stogie here, man.
The fancy Portaloos. Anyway, catch you in the queue, troops.
Thank you.
Quick toilet review of the Portaloos at Murrayfield. They are very clean, especially this one. Got your obvious toilet. Got some hand sanitizer. Floor is very clean at the moment. Yeah, very clean toilet. Rock on, toots. Comfy, aye? What a thing of beauty.
Not like it, is it? Lionel Richie. I think we just seen that in the mob, to be fair. So I've been a pacifier and stole that or something in the mob. Well, can't finish a chair. Just make one. There's my chair. Good there, the sort of crowd, the queue going down.
That's the queue that we've done on front standing.
But we've got like 5, so we're kind of a bit early.
No, but good today. Here we go. Shit, I didn't even see what's in my bag.
Uh-oh. I guess it's loaded with contraband, isn't it?
DJI camera.
Right, here we go again. Catch you in there. You manage? Right, cheers mate. Oh, you get your wristband on. Okay, thank you. Cheers. There we go. Usually puts it on for you, doesn't he? Right, cheers. Usually puts it on for you, the boy, but oh well. You want to put mine on then? Cheers. Thank you. Well, hang on. So we're going to... Oh, nice. Thank you. Hey, cheers. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I got a row. I got a row there already. Oh, I'm not even in yet. Huh? Right, so I don't think there's anything much else to show here. Catch you the next bit.
So we're in. Got our wristbands. And we're going to the merch. There we go. Well, hardly any queue. Aye.
Pretty painless. It almost feels like
Look
a
at it, it's like no
kind of
queues.
an exclusive kind of VIP type
Aye.
experience so far.
There's the head.
I know we're just in the door, but
There's
like,
this.
what is it?
Yeah. Hang on, we'll get a video of the merch first.
Thanks, bro.
Right.
You can see them anyway. Hello everybody!
Right, so we've just been, well, I've just been fleeced.
At the merch store.
The merch store there, but
I've got a
we'll
poster.
show you what we bought.
Well, no, than that, I'm pretty much.
No, we'll show you that later.
That's a poster. We'll show
So
you
but we've had to ask the boy next door for elastic bands because they couldn't gaze any.
Yeah.
So well, just to walk about with a poster on it, unfolded.
Scott's got this.
So I got this hat. Now you'll probably end up with that, let's be honest.
Probs.
In your ears.
And I got my ears.
Like we said earlier, they were a must, didn't they?
And then got my t-shirt, which is just the normal tour.
Just the plain one with the text. It's got the tour.
And then Scotty Boy's got the night specific one, which is very funky. Tartan. Scotty dog picture boo.
So t-shirts were 45, which is on the steep side of the scale for me personally, but you know, we'll do the odd one at that. But I think, to be honest, prices usually in Scotland they're a bit cheaper, aren't they? They're 30, 35. You see them on people's vlogs a bit nearer 40, 50 down south. But aye, obviously big overheads and they can charge it or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Shall I head in?
Right, Mum will head in. I've had to put this on.
Aye, you put it up.
Right.
Probably need to sort it.
No, it's way too big. Obviously, I need to adjust it.
Come on, camera. You want to see me with my buttons.
Right. Let's go. We'll put it on the proper way. Right.
Let's go in.
Let's go. There's your prices and that there. Yeah. Right, let's go. What finger are we? I don't know. I don't know. That security guy laughing there. Filming. Seems to be the way in Scotland. You're vlogging and that. People feel a bit weird about it, and you're filming and that. It's like just videotaping things, man. Right.
Can we go down here to the standing? No. No, we need to walk round.
Okay, cheers. Well, there's toilets there actually, I know. Well, for you. No, I'm not really needing to go again. Right, I'll pass away now.
Yes, enjoy show.
Hiya.
Enjoy
Cheers,
show.
cheers.
So if you wanted to come into your standing with your
So this is like it's a wee front bit kind of thing we're in. It's no bad, isn't it? It's definitely worth doing.
2 or 3 for the front.
And then here's your stadia, the stage in the stadium. So aye, that's where we're at now. We're,
And even like it's going to come out to there, isn't it? So
oh aye, you'll be good.
better staying back. Then that way we can see.
Aye, well, I was going to say, we don't really like going to. Okay, we said that at Metallica that we're only going to go closer to that, didn't we?
No,
and
we're
then
definitely
now we're like, we'll probably end up going in, man. But don't know, man. We'll see. We're kind of happy here, to be fair. But you know what it's like when it gets going. Right, catch you next bit.
So we have made it in the stadium, and this is our view. We're basically
We're going to get copyrighted.
we're on the no. If I talk over it, we're
copyrighted anyway. We don't bother.
nah. We're on the barrier at the back of the front standing, because it is literally. I know on the camera it does look quite far away, but it's not actually that far away. Like, you've got the AC/DC bell up there. At the Casbah. Yeah, it's still pretty empty at the minute, but yeah, I think we all got let in dead early. We got let in at like 4:30. Gates have only just opened 5 minutes ago officially. Got the merch dead easy. But yeah, we're just chilling. Pretty reckless are due on it. Would this say 6:45? We've still got an hour and 40 minutes, but it's fine. We'll just enjoy the music and just chill out before the mayhem starts. See you in a bit.
Spotted in the wild. There you go, right. I've just went and paid £6 for water. And Lee has got her own fucking water pump here.
I have a trick on you. Wow. Hold on, start again. Wow. Wee. You know it's
So kind of just walking about in the dark here. Don't know where Lee's taking us. Can hear rogue voices now. How the hell, we've just came for potentially one of the loudest hangies I've been in for, environments I've been in for a long time, to the quietest. Oh, I can hear the river trickling and my ears ringing. Yep. Oh, it's like a viaduct or something.
I think we were supposed to go up these
Let's go up these steps. Okay.
Change your
Yeah, I know.
Wrong way.
Lost in the dark here. I'll turn into one of these fucking missing persons cases here. Maybe I shouldn't say that. What's this? Fucking knackered, man. We're on a trek here. In the fucking jungle. Oh! Oh fuck! Right, you okay? That's, by the way, that's fall number 2. To be fair, I just fell there as well. No, I didn't actually go down. I've got the reactions of a fucking cat. I've not been drinking. Holy shit, man, this is truly the stair right to hell, man. Jesus. Look. Fuck me. Must have been a better way back than this. Oh. Jeez Louise. Phew. Right. Sorted, I think.
Well, everybody, that was AC/DC. And you can probably tell this is actually the next morning.
Aye.
It was about an hour and a half drive to get home, so we didn't get into quarter to one this morning, so it was straight in and straight to bed.
Yep.
But the concert was amazing.
Oh, brilliant.
It was so good.
Still got all my regalia in.
Yeah,
We're watching vlogs it already. And
I know.
clips and shit.
There's it was great. As I say, we obviously drove up. We parked in that Sainsbury's. It was only like £6.25 for 12 hours. So yeah, a lot cheaper than all of the hotels.
That was good. Well, you probably saw the walk. It was a bit sketch, wasn't it?
I walked back from Murrayfield to the car park was a bit dodgy. Going along this, was it Leith Water of Leith walkway or something? And there was bits of it where it was quite dark, and then there was a bit where we had to come up hundreds of stairs, and I fell and I've buggered my hand, my wee knuckle, and I've hurt my leg as well, but it's alright. I know. Aye, and then I've blooming fell just as we came out of Murrayfield as well on the grass. Honestly, I blame the grass.
Sober as well.
I blame the grass. There was holes. Not my big chunky Doc Marten sandals. Anyway, yeah. So we parked at the car park, walked along to the pop-up shop, which you'll have seen. Wasn't really much merch that was like jumping out at us, I would say. What about you?
No, not really. I mean, it wasn't really. There was no night specific stuff. So it never really. There was some nice t-shirts.
There was like t-shirts and there was vinyl. You could get like
your. It was exclusive vinyl.
Like
it was like 28 quid, which is decent enough for vinyl now. But it was like, you know, I wasn't going to carry it.
No, carrying that to the stadium and then they'll be like, oh, you can't get in with that because you're only allowed an A4 size bag.
Aye.
So we would have had to trek like a mile and a half back to the car and then another mile and a half back to Murrayfield as well. But aye, it's like pins and random patches and whatnot, but it was in the upstairs bit of Malone's, which is a pub.
It was a bit of a rabble, wasn't it?
So the bar bit was still open as well as a bit where there was a pop-up shop, so it was a bit manic, but I had a wee browse and then came out, tried to get something to eat, ended up, as you have seen, with a Greg's.
I didn't really know what we were doing, just improvising really.
And then jumped on the Edinburgh trams, which was a new experience. Felt like we were in Blackpool. Tram check!
I know.
Got to Murrayfield, wandered round to the Purple Turnstile entrance for front standing, and they actually started letting us in, must have been about 20 past 4 or something. Gates weren't meant to open to 4 o'clock.
That's right, aye, we were in well before 5.
But they started, I kind of looked around and I'm like, that queue's rapidly went down, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh, they're actually letting people in, so we just went and stood in the queue. Literally, they didn't even search my bag, I just got pat checked in by a lady, and she went down to my legs, and then she was like, oh, you've no legs, because I had shorts on. So she was like patting down my legs, even though I had nothing to hide, because my legs were out. But and then I heard one of the security guys kind of shouting at the guys, saying, you need to be more careful what you're letting folk in with, because there was folk had been let in with alcohol when they shouldn't have. But anyway, I think as long as they care that they're getting paid, that's it. Just like that when you go.
I got that impression they weren't too arsed, were
Nah,
they? Don't know if they like employ people for certain like agencies or whatever.
Probably will be.
Because there always seems to be like some gaffers and that, like same with walking back for the toilet, you could walk down the wrong way and it was a shortcut, and then the guys only really doing their job, but you get a supervisor coming over giving them a row, and you should have been letting them down, you shouldn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Aye, letting them up this way or down whatever way. But
well, we were in the Golden Circle.
Well, the front standing
so, I mean,
area.
it was like a VIP experience, and I think it was only like £20 dearer than the barrier behind.
Aye, something
and
like that.
It felt like a VIP experience.
Aye, it was really
Didn't
good.
It was, you could freely walk back and forward to your bit. Toilets, food, bar, very spacious. Didn't feel crammed in there at all. You could have. Well, you saw in the. You could have danced about, jumped about, whatever you want. Go to the barrier.
Aye, we stayed on like the back barrier of the area, but
now we kind of camped out that wee bit.
Because we could at least sit down. We got good footage as well. We could still see what was going on. We could dance about. So yeah, it was.
Oh, aye, the view was
really
an
good.
Unobstructed view. It didn't even need to, you're doing the
You're
usual.
always looking at our folk and duking heats, but we don't even need to do that.
Somebody's fucking head's always in front of you, you know what I mean? But this didn't even need to do that. I'm just watching.
Yeah.
AC/DC.
Back to when we got in though, like we got in, asked where the merch stand was, and the guy was like, "Oh, it's round there in a marquee." So we went round, like hardly anybody there. Didn't even need to queue. It was literally walk up and be like, "What do you want?" So yeah, well, you'll have seen previously at the beginning what we got. Scott get this hat, I get the horns, and we get a t-shirt each.
You should have had your horns on.
I know. Oh, it doesn't matter now.
Just slept with them one.
We got the limited edition poster for Knights Pacific at Murrayfield.
Oh, we're going to roll that out actually.
Oh, it's here actually. So this is the poster here. And you've got this like the blue and white with Scotland, AC/DC at the Murrayfield. A specific number on it as well. 116 of 277. So that's quite good.
Let's get the wee officially bit at the back as well.
Official bit at the back as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
You probably scan it and find it. But yeah, so we got that poster as well, and then we headed into the stadium and got obviously our wee space, which you'll have seen and we've just told you about.
Our wee campsite.
Pretty reckless. that Taylor Momsen, she was really good. First time I've seen her. Watched her for years in Gossip Girl. But first time I've actually seen her doing her thing, singing and stuff, and it was really good.
It's got a strong...
She's got that right
vocalist,
raspy.
yeah.
She's got quite a raspy voice, but really good. And then the main event, AC/DC, were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just out of this world, absolutely nuts. Poor wee Angus, he did struggle a wee bit with Thunderstruck, but at his age and his wee arthritis hands or whatever, after years of playing the guitar,
The
like,
guys are fucking bona fide legend, man, you know what I mean? They deserves to do that. Potentially could be his last show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you know, who knows?
I know.
Kind of needs... crazy. Crazy performance.
Aye.
I mean,
just every song was amazing. There was loads of folk dancing about. Like, it was just really
but-
good.
was it Sin City? And he took his tie off and
And he was
started playing the guitar.
playing the guitar.
His fucking
His
tie,
tie.
man. It's funny, man.
Nutter.
And then he just start to finish on it. It was just I couldn't help my face. It was just like sore and it's smiling and laughing and you know what I mean. It was just such a party vibe in it. So happy. Then that outro, man, like the fellows about the rock and that, and see the cannons going off, man. That was honestly one of the best, like tense, loudest, even obviously bar Motorhead, but loudest things I mean, it was just so fucking loud.
It was loud, and then it was
Just
echoing.
and then just the cannon. It actually sounded like a real real cannon fire, man. It was like.
Because it was
whoa.
because it was echoing
was
round about the
crazy,
stadium
man.
as well. So
Crazy. It was like pyro and shit like that in them, and the cannon, and then the smoke and all that. You could smell it and all that. You know, crazy. And then both of the fireworks at the end. You know, just fucking spot on
was great.
way to finish it, man.
definitely,
Spot on.
fireworks at the end was a
Brilliant.
surprise. I did wonder. I was like, I wonder if they'll have fireworks at
I
the
know.
end.
I never even thought of them. I'm just obviously the cannons and shit, you know. We salute you, and then fucking. Then it was fucking what fireworks. I didn't even think. You know, just perfect end.
Yeah.
There's
Great
no
night.
trouble, wasn't there? There's no bother.
No, nothing.
A couple of zoomers cutting a bit, but you're going to
they
get
just
that, you know.
moved
But
on,
it
though,
was
so-
fine, a wee push or whatever.
Yeah.
No negative
No.
things at all, you know.
No. And then, so yeah, brilliant night. Pretty straightforward getting out the stadium as well, actually. There was no bottlenecking and waiting
No,
ages.
just the usual bit up
Just
out
quick,
the seats
straight
and-
out, and then
Yeah.
we were basically straight onto the path we needed to, or the road we needed to get back to the car. As I say, it was a bit sketchy on that path a wee bit, but there was loads of folk walking it. Got
No, I
back to
was
the
there.
car,
Yeah.
and
I
then
had to get my skills out.
aye, alright. Got back to the car, and then was a wee bit of a faff trying to get out of that area we were in. It was just traffic lights. So it was a good hour and a half or so to go home. They say we get in at 1:45, and straight to bed. So yeah, this is us the next morning.
And again, we thought our ears were alright, and then up into bed, man, and then just shut your eyes and all you hear is...
And they're ringing in your ears.
Wee Angus soloing, man, for about 10 minutes, and then just...
Yeah.
Just whittling about. That was loud as fuck, man.
Very.
Rightly so, as it should be. And then, like I say, the cannons and shit at the end, man, were fucking amazing. The ears were just panned in, man.
Yeah.
After it, really loud.
But overall, excellent day. Well worth the money. Loved it.
Oh, aye. Oh. Again, I know it's overhyped thing, and people go, oh, AC/DC is like a big thing and that, but I just kept my bar low to it, and I just went in thinking, right, just go with this, and it was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was
like
I
10
think
out of
now,
10.
see if I know now, it's one of the ones, so if I know now, but I was going to get, I know it's, you kind of know, but it's, if I knew how I was going to feel, I would have been well more hyped for it as such. If that makes sense, I don't know. But it was amazing. One to remember for
Yeah, definitely.
forever.
Absolutely brilliant.
Really grateful to be able to see them and experience all that.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So
Aye, definitely. But
one for the books.
anyway, we will leave it there, and I'm now going to put this all together. And we will see you in the next one. See you later, guys.
See you later. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe and like, comments,
Yep.
all the usual stuff.
Let us know.
Thanks for your support at the moment, and thanks to new followers in the future. Bye.
Bye.